Part 33 is logo design resources. So I'm a designer, I'm a developer, I do a lot of graphic design and website design, so I don't necessarily need to hire anybody to do this designing for me. For you, if you're not a designer and it's something that you're interested in, then I definitely recommend you give it a shot. It's worth trying just to see if you'd like to either become a designer or come up with your own ideas. Let's say you have a very low budget and you've tried to hire someone in the past and it didn't turn out well, then give it your best shot. But today I'm going to show you a couple of resources that you can use to get a decently priced logo designed for you, or what sources you can use to design your own. So first, my huge recommendation would be to sign up for Adobe Creative Cloud, Adobe CC, which is, I believe, somewhere around $9 to $16 and maybe $25 a month, depending on which package you get. I actually don't know the prices, so don't quote me, but it's pretty affordable. You can choose whether you want to use one particular program like Photoshop or InDesign. And of course, you can go to YouTube and look up some videos on how to design logos using a particular program. I myself actually use Adobe Fireworks. It used to be a program by Macromedia, but now Adobe has taken over the Fireworks program. Not a lot of people use Fireworks, but I find it to be more user-friendly and easier to actually navigate through different layers. I have different windows such as the layers panel and the properties panel that would generally be down here at the bottom of the screen or on the right hand side. And of course, you got your paint bucket and all those other tools you use to actually create your logo that'll be on the left hand side. But I have 3 monitors, and on my first monitor, that's actually where those different panels are. So I've taken those off of my current monitor where I use to look at my design. So Adobe Fireworks is what I would recommend you try. If you can download the entire Adobe Creative Suite, I recommend to do so in the Creative Suite trial or the Creative Cloud trial, if you plan on trying to design a logo yourself. So this is the logo that I designed for Third Coast Mobile Detailing. The first iteration of the logo was just Third Coast Detailing. We have a few different variations of the logo itself, including this flag with the 3RD for third. The flag represents Third Coast. And of course, we've got Coast with detailing in a different font at the bottom. Here's another variation where it's a little more minimalist. We've got this variation that I've created for them, and the variation without the RD, just these 3 flag stripes. Okay, so this is the main logo here. When you're designing a logo or when you're getting a logo design, you want them to have this logo in a vector format. So as you can see, I have this here. I can change the colors of it. I can make it a different color styles. That just lets you know that this is actually a vector. Okay, so you can manipulate the color of vectors pretty easily. You can actually even take different pinpoints of the vector and manipulate those as well. This is what a vector does. This is how vector graphics work. So if this was just a regular JPEG image, you wouldn't be able to manipulate these curves and corners. Okay, so this is a vectorized graphic. It's not flattened, it's not rasterized, which means that you've taken away the ability to actually manipulate and edit different edges. Okay, so a vector graphic is going to look like this. No matter what program you're in, you can be using InDesign or what's the other one? Let's see. Photoshop, Adobe Fireworks, whatever program you're using. I like to use Fireworks, and I can save. What I like about Fireworks is that I can save this file as a Adobe Illustrator format, Adobe Photoshop PSD, TIFF or TIF, animated GIF, a bitmap, or a Fireworks PNG, which actually keeps the manipulation enabled. So when I open this file again, I can go back and make adjustments to this file. So here it is at 100%. I'll take this and transform it very, very, very small. Let me zoom in and see if I can manipulate the size back to, let's say, 100 pixels. And no matter how small I make this graphic, I can bring it back as big as I want it to be. And it's still gonna look very, very crisp. So let me actually flatten or rasterize this image as a bitmap or JPEG. Now let me try to do the same thing. So now I cannot select the edges of this image because it's not a vector graphic. I'm gonna make this as small as I can. And now I'm going to zoom out and resize it back to my original size. Now, as you can see, you've got this feathered edge, and it really looks like crap, because this is what a JPEG or bitmap image will do if you resize it too many times. Okay, so now I cannot manipulate the colors, I cannot manipulate the corners and the edges, because this is not a vectorized graphic. Okay, so if you don't want to actually go and edit the image yourself or try to create the image, the logo, here are a few resources that may be helpful for you. The first one is 99designs.com. What you have to do is go in here, log in or create an account, and you'll have to post your project or your job for freelancers to basically design what they believe you're looking for. So let's see how it works. We'll basically explain this for you. Let's say you're a freelancer or you are a business owner, you're looking for a logo. What you do is build a design brief. You'll tell people what you want from your logo, basically what you want it to look like. You'll select a few examples of some existing logos so that they can have an idea of where to take influence or which direction to go as far as designing this for you. You're gonna post and you're gonna choose basically what type of designer you're looking for, entry level or professional experienced designer, and how much what your budget is for a logo, how much you want to pay the designers or the designer for the logo. Then you're going to launch a contest. Then people will have the opportunity to go and submit their logo designs to your contest. And when the contest is over, you set a number of days, maybe a week or 3 days. In the 3-day period, let's say 100 people submit 100 different logo designs. You can go through those logo designs and choose which logo you like best, or which logo you want, and you can pay you basically pick a winner, and that winner gets whatever price you marked, what price you set for your design. So if you say I want a logo, you're going to pay $200 for a logo, and I want it to look like this. Out of 100 designers, you pick the one that you like the best, you pay him $200. Or you go and say, hey, I really like this, but can you change so and so and so and so, and then you pay them the $200 for their work. So 99 Designs is cool if you want to get a lot of different variations, if you want to have some options to choose from different designers. This basically eliminates you from having to spend a lot of time going individually, basically like door to door, saying, hey, I want you to make a logo for me, but I don't want to pay you yet. I want to see what you can do. And then having to say, okay, I don't like that, let me go and hire someone else. You can kill, hundreds of birds with one stone here by posting in 99 Designs. Alternatively, you can go to somewhere like Fiverr. Generally what it is you pay $5 for a service, and the freelancer will charge you more if you want to get, let's say, 5 variations of a logo design, or if you want to have it vectorized, they might put a different fee onto that $5. So, hey, I'll design a logo for $5. For $10, you can get this delivered in 5 different formats for Photoshop, Illustrator, and Adobe Fireworks, or whatever. For $5 more, I can make 5 variations of the logo so you can choose. And for $5 more, I will print business cards for you. Okay, so Fiverr basically gets you in the door at $5. You can have additional features depending on what the freelancers offer you, where you pay a little bit more than $5 to get, maybe an extra 5 designs or delivered in different formats. So Fiverr, Fiverr.com. The third resource is Upwork. I generally recommend using Upwork for things like developing, for getting a website built, or, you wouldn't be watching this course anyway if you wanted to hire a developer. So, let's say you don't have the money for a developer to build a website, but you have enough money to pay for a logo. Upwork is a good place to go to, find freelancers. So I can go and click on browse, designers and creatives. All right, so you can browse different people who are in, this niche of design. You can look at their job success, 80%, 87%. The more, the better. You can look at their hourly rate, $29 an hour. This guy's a logo and a graphic designer. You can go and view their profile. And generally they'll have a portfolio. So let's see. I don't know if this guy has a portfolio. Added 6 portfolio pieces. So you got to create an account to view their portfolios. And then you can actually go down and search, illustrators or graphic designers. A lot of logo designers will be listed as graphic designers. And you can also post a job here. This is not like 99 Designs where people will actually go and design the logo up front to try to win the money that you've listed. This is actually more of a listing where people will try to bid on the listing and say, hey, I'll do your logo design that you have listed at $200. But I'll also, instead of $200, I'll do it for $150. Or they'll say, hey, I'm a logo designer. I'd be happy to work with you. Here's my portfolio, whatever. You can hire freelancers through here, but you definitely want to be able to check out portfolios and job success. So whichever resource you use is totally up to you. Another resource that a lot of people forget about is Facebook. So you've got logo design groups in Facebook. So let's search logo design in the search bar. So Facebook is a social networking website, but it's also a search engine. I'm going to just search logo design. We've got different pages that you can go and like. Fiverr is one of those pages. got people who have photos that they've posted. So chances are you might have a friend who does logo design. Under the photos section, you'll see posts by your friends where they have tagged the words logo design. Products from groups. Posts from friends. So logo design. Here's a friend of mine who has designed a logo. So this is a good way to search is in Facebook on the top posts. Alternatively, you can see posts from everybody on Facebook who has a public profile by clicking on latest. New logo design from Mr. Mehidi Designs, just now in Chittagong, Bangladesh. Okay, 5 minutes ago. Not keen of this redesign, blah, blah, blah. If you're looking for cheap band logos and designs, hit up Multitude Creative. 5 minutes ago, here is a group. So you can look in the latest tab in Facebook to find either random people who are either talking about, selling, or looking for logo designs just like you are. Facebook is a good place to go. I'm pretty sure you have at least one friend who designs logos. So you can search for people. I don't generally use this option, but you can go over to the left hand column and click on friends instead of anyone, and this will show you any friends that you have who have logo design listed in their profile. Alternatively, you can go to pages and you can go to groups. Groups are a great place to go to look for people who design logos as well.